Nah, nothing. It was nothing. It wasn't like back to back. Like it was good. Like he had some good lines. It was funny when he said Kendrick had a shoe size 7. Like that's kind of funny. But like I don't know, nothing's on the level of like back to back. Like I'll play back to back just in the car. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like
man, he destroyed Meek Mill, man.
yeah,
Get up. Have you seen that? No, just kidding.
no,
But no, it's hard. It's hard to live up to back. But I don't know. I also feel like that verse Kendrick was just so hard,
yeah. That verse was hard too.
and it's hard. I don't even. It's hard to almost to me, in my opinion. I think it's kind of hard to like come after Kendrick because like now we don't know much about him. Like yeah, you could say he wears he's short, you know, and it's like
Well, you were saying something. Drake was saying something about that like his top song is with Taylor Swift,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
with Bad Blood, some other stuff. But I didn't really. I haven't dived deep into it like that. Like to be
I just
honest
feel
with
like
you.
the stuff he talked about, no one really cares. I don't know. Even like with the J. Cole diss, I'm biased on Kendrick. I feel like with J. Cole, when I first listened to it, I knew he didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, you know he likes Kendrick's albums. Like when he said like the Pimp to Butterfly was he gassed it, it's like, you know that's not true. But like, yeah, like that's cool. Like we want to hear you talk about him, but like, what can you really say?
Shoot, I don't know. There's a lot to say about Drake. Tell you that much.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's easier person to shoot at,
All
in my
right,
opinion.
let's do this. I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Possible, always with a brother with the same mother, Aaron Potts, Super Hot Potts, and you're watching and listening to your favorite two black runners every single
Two black, Tuesday. Yes, sir. It's not a Tuesday.
Hey,
Unless you're listening to this on a Tuesday, you can listen to this anytime you want. But just know we're coming at you every Tuesday. That's where you can find us, the Two Black Runners.
every
But
two Black Tuesday. Come on.
every Two Black Tuesday, we come at you real black, real extra crispy.
There you go. There you go. We're going to do a little bit shorter podcast today. A lot of stuff has happened in the running news lately, just from performances to super fast just performances in the field, super fast times on the track, and even off the track. There's been outrage, just straight out outrage over
The shade
some
room. This is the shade room episode, I guess. You know.
essentially, bro. But we're having a little bit shorter one. But you go today. We're gonna start off with probably one of the most controversial things that of 2024 so far in the track world right here. The USA Nike uniforms. Right, Aaron, people were mad. City is mad. Released these uniforms. You feel me? We see the kit. First off, people don't like the uniform at all. Like there's a lot of people they hating on it straight up, straight up. I had Brittany Wilson. She commented on it. She said, "Why is the font Comic Sans?" I had my dude Zach, who we know he commented, "No hate, but I could do a better drawing with my left hand," and he's right-handed.
Damn. Dang. That's
that's
crazy, bruh. You
that's
going
wild. You
crazy.
feel me? Like people were hating simply on the design,
What did
but
Tara Davis said, "Wait, my hoo-ha gonna be out." That's the funniest comment to me right there. She win.
that's the deeper part to it that we go into because people are getting mad because the mannequin on the women's side, the cut for the what am I even going to say that for the underwear part for the women, you feel me, was a little too cut. It was a little too cut, you feel me, on the mannequin, and people were concerned. You feel me? People were concerned. Some of the athletes were concerned. Colleen Quickly, I believe she commented on there, and she was even all like, "Dang, I want to go to the Olympics, but I don't know about that bad." Like, with the uniform that they were showing, it had a lot of outrage. It even ended up in a Vogue article. Like track and field uniforms were in Vogue before this. For this, Matthew Nurse, here's a quote from that article. Matthew Nurse, vice president of Nike Sport Research Lab, told WWD that the company consulted 5,000 athletes at their Beaverton, Oregon headquarters, 70% of them women, to address the specific body types, including variations in injury risk, performance, recovery, challenges, and hormonal fluctuations. So this uniform that they showed was one of those variations we could basically just say. It was super low cut. It was a bodysuit. It looked like a bikini top in a way, one piece. And the cut around the vaginal area wasn't very pleasant. Tara Zavis thought her hoo-ha would be showing out. You feel me? But Katie Moon did respond to all this criticism into an Instagram post, and I'll read some of this real quick because I think it was really good, to be honest. And I think sums up kind of my take. And then, Aaron, we can talk about this a little bit. Katie Moon said, why can't they just make the men's... Katie Moon was saying this in response to people saying that, like, why can't they make the uniforms for men just like the women? Why are the women have these skimpy uniforms? That's what people were calling them, and being sexualized. I absolutely love people defending women, but we have at least 20 different combinations of a uniform to compete in. All the tops and bottoms are available to us. We do have the men's option available to us if we want it. When you attack the buns and crop top saying something along the lines of it's sexist, which if that was our only choice, it would be, even if it's with the best of intentions, you're ultimately attacking our decision as women to wear it. And if you honestly think that on the most important days of our careers, we're choosing what we wear to appease the men watching over what we're most comfortable and confident in to execute to that best of our abilities, that's pretty offensive. So she kind of hit it with the mic drop, but like it was a lot of outrage over these comments, and like she's still responding to people on X or Twitter, you feel me, about her comments and everything about this.
I can't disagree with anything she said right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm not an expert on women's bodies or women's like uniforms or even just sports apparel in general and like what that should look like on a woman. You know, it's like her choice 100% on what she wears and what she doesn't wear. But it sounds like the real problem, because you alluded to this before the podcast, that another athlete kind of spoke out about this, like Katie said that they saw the uniforms. Who was that?
That was Katie. That was Katie Moon. She showed a picture of her wearing a variation of the uniform with the cut.
Okay. I mean, that's her body. That's how it fit her. But there's other options, you know, if it doesn't fit you right. That the real what I'm getting to is the real problem was whoever chose to put that uniform on the mannequin. Come on now. You knew that the bottoms, they weren't gonna fit on the mannequin like they would a regular human. I don't know how they're gonna fit on regular humans. I don't know how they're gonna fit on the women that are competing. I don't know. And you know, the Nike only knows so much, you know, obviously. But that's why you make different pieces, right? But why was that the one that they chose to put up? It was really a PR issue. Because the uniforms could be fine. I haven't seen it on a person yet. You've seen it on Katie. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I feel like, cause I was thinking about that too. I'm like, why would they put this uniform up there? Like thinking logically, but I'm like, I feel like the reason they put this one on there is because that one definitely is the most, it's, I don't know if shocking is the right word. I don't have the right word for it, but it's the most like, it's the biggest exclamation point. It's the most daring uniform that they have. Like the one piece is cool. Like it really is. So like even the one pieces that they had beforehand, like it was cool. Like it's the most daring and stylish uniform I say that they had for the women. So I think that's why they put it. But like someone definitely should have recognized that, like, yeah, this don't really look right on mannequin. Like he could do something different. You know what I mean? Like that should have been, you know,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because you know, most people in the comments, I mean, yeah, we'll say there was a bunch of athletes. I don't know if they got it yet, but the majority of the people that are arguing against Katie Moon right now are people that are never going to have their hands on these uniforms. They're not going to know how they actually fit. They're not going to see the different variations. But like, if there is someone that wants to wear that, like, who am I to say, like, you know, I don't even know what I would call you for wearing that. I wouldn't call you anything. But yeah, if it doesn't fit right, it doesn't fit right. But I don't know. I just feel weird talking about this because I have no idea. I have no idea. But it was PR wise for them. Yeah, they made a mistake. But I love seeing, I mean, I didn't comment nothing. I stay away from that. I just be out here. I just be reading the comments. I'm like UA. I just be reading the comments, but I don't be leaving the comments. I've got in trouble for that before. I put the popcorn on something that happened on Twitter. You know what it is. hey. So I stay away. I stay away.
This man got blocked.
Got blocked. I stay away from that.
But before we move on to our next thing, bro, do you like the uniforms? Because we got to see it on Anna Cockrell, Rai Benjamin, Sha'Carri Richardson. They all got to wear the uniforms. Anna Cockrell looked like Wonder Woman, like low key, like in her uniform. Did you like the uniforms? Because I don't know, they looked kind of trash. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not gonna say trash, but they did look kind of questionable on the mannequin. But once they had them on, like it looked better.
Clean.
Yeah, they look clean. They don't look too bad.
Sha'Carri looked like a superhero.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Anna Cockrell go crazy in this too. No, I mean they look cool. I mean, cool. I don't know, bro. I don't really care that much. Like, I don't know.
For me personally, I want to go back to like some more white, to be honest, because like we haven't had white since like 2000. I want to say was 2004. I think was blue. I think 2004 was blue. So I want to go back to like white, like how they had like in Athens, because I like that. I would like to see that, just a different change, but I don't really mind it too much. Definitely like once seeing them on the body, but I think I like the old uniforms better, to be honest. But
Kipchoge looked crazy though. What they had on, whatever the thing with the shoulders that was popping up, like the black on. Anna Cockrell had it on too. That looked dope. I wonder if that's like, is that something that they're gonna wear on like opening day or something, or were they just modeling? Like,
I think they're just modeling that, because we'll see. But moving on, more outrage in the track and field community. This time coming from FloTrack, also coming from FloTrack. This is from Sidious Mag. They were the first ones that I seen reporting this, announcing that FloTrack is signing a multi-year deal to stream the Diamondleague starting in 2025. This says this post from FloTrack says the Diamondleague, which is currently televised on NBC's networks and streamed on Peacock for $5.99 a month or $59 a year, will move to FloTrack starting in 2025, and FloTrack is $29.99 a month or $149.99 a year. The first comment on top of here that I see, somebody said, "Please say April Fools," as the people saying why, and it was bad. It was bad. A lot of outrage over these comments moving to FloTrack. It's not my first choice of what it would be, just because I love I love being seen on NBC. You feel me? Being able to have these. Well, all the meets aren't on. Well, some of the meets are on NBC Sports or whatever. I don't broadcast it, but for them to be that's a big stage for track and field. And I like the Peacock function as well. Noah Lyles' documentaries on there. I liked how that system was working for us. So for this to all be moved to FloTrack, I don't know if that's the best choice of growing the sport necessarily. It's going to be less eyes. It's going to be more track nerds really watching everything.
I don't even know. I was the one that said we should talk about this, but I don't really even know what to say. It's like
you try to throw me in the dungeon, bro. That's crazy.
Man, y'all knew what's going. Y'all know what time it is. It's track and field, baby. What you mean? Y'all know what time it is. Hey, this is what I gotta say about this. FloTrack said, hey, y'all mad at us. Why you mad at us? We didn't. They want to work with us. Don't hate. FloTrack said, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's not my fault your girlfriend want to come with me. I mean, I'm just here. No. Like, so.
What is that? You said that.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, bro. FloTrack, they just came up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give respect to them. They came up on that. I don't know how.
I wonder what their deal was. Their deal had to be pretty big. I don't know, or they buy out Diamondleague. I don't know how it works.
They bought them out, or like maybe World Athletics or Diamondleague or whatever. The cost for the NBC contract, maybe it wasn't working no more. There wasn't a slot. There was gonna be a pay increase, something. Was FloTrack cheaper? That's what I want to know. I want to know like the behind the scenes of the like why, did they just choose that? Because I would think that NBC would be the best, a better broadcasting partner. And I know it's like cheaper for us, but I wonder what is like those back end costs for them to work with NBC versus working like with FloTrack. Very interesting, willing and dealing, but like FloTrack got a win there, but it's just, it's sad. It's just sad to see like how hated that they are. Like I'm not mincing words. Like they truly are hated by people, bro. Like, and it's like a lot of athletes. So, I mean, I'm a person that grew up on FloTrack. I mean, it wasn't as many like, paywalls back then, but FloTrack, there'd be no 2 black runners. I can't say that. That's crazy. I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Wait, what were you about to say, bro? Finish that sentence.
I'm saying like FloTrack put me onto the game.
No, what you said? You said there would be no.
There may not be 2 black runners without FloTrack. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna be honest. I grew up watching that.
There may not be no Sidious Mag without FloTrack.
Exactly, bro.
There wouldn't be.
Straight up. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of people that a lot of your heroes.
Dang. This a lot of your facts right now.
A lot of your heroes, y'all know. I mean, I don't want to get too deep, but Bill Cosby did a lot for the black community.
Oh wait, hold on. You wait. Wait, bro. I thought you were gonna say.
But hey, he infamous now. I thought you were
just gonna say that a lot of your heroes in track media started on FloTrack. Like I thought that's what you're gonna say. Bro.
Oh no, but I'm just saying, a lot of heroes in your life. They get down a couple years down the line. You like, dang, they was doing all that. But FloTrack not doing nothing nefarious like that. Okay, so that might be a crazy comparison. I told y'all this is the Shade Room episode, but
what?
Yeah, you can't even compare the two. So I apologize if that's offensive. Because that might be kind of wild to just say.
No, okay, I'll end this off, Aaron. I'll end this off before we move to the next thing. FloTrack, okay. My message to y'all, bro. Higher ups. This is your time. This is your time. This is what you've been training for since day one. This is what you've been training for. Step up. You got till 2025. Step up.
Oh, it's only that's not much time. Yeah, they really got to go hard.
Like, bruh, everybody's doubting you right now. Like, step up. Come on. Like, put your best shot to this. Bryan Clay happened. People were trying to clown y'all on Twitter. Like, shoot. Crazy trying to clown y'all. It's time. It's time. Like, that's all. Hey, that's all it really is. Like, time to show up. Make it happen. FloTrack. Y'all can do it. Y'all done it before. You know what I mean? Not on this level, but like, step up. Like, this is the best.
At the same time, bro, they getting paid, bro. They said don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? We don't care what y'all think. We getting this money.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Hey, and the pros are getting monies too, especially Olympic gold medalists. Moving on.
Some good news.
World Athletics is awarding money for the Olympic gold. Every single winner from the track and field will get $50,000 across the 48 events. Every single person that gets Olympic gold. President Seb Coe came out and said this from World Athletics. I think it is important we start somewhere and make sure some of the revenues generated by our athletes at the Olympic Games are directly returned to those who make the games the global spectacle that it is. Good for the sport, Aaron. This is
great.
This is awesome.
It's a great start, man. It's something that should have been, done the whole time. Like because how our sport is built, World Athletics, Access, they're the closest thing that we have right now to being, well, they're the governing body, right? But they're the closest thing that we have to like the league that operates, and the Olympics is where you get the most money from your brand deals and things like that. And it's the pinnacle of our sport. So they should be awarding They should be awarding these athletes, but I'm gonna give you a hot take. I'm gonna give you a hot take.
Go ahead.
Isn't it wild that they just happened to came up with 2.4 million, and this is after reports that Michael Johnson is creating a league, and I think I read something. There's a large investment on it. There's gonna be big money, you know, so maybe they got to start paying people, or the Olympics. It might not. It might become like NBA players, they go, but there's some
Well,
times where they're like, I don't know if I need to be going to that. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Like,
If there is a league that's paying you that much, like, because the thing about the Olympics for track and field, that's where our most eyes are every 4 years. That's the pinnacle in any sport. That is always the pinnacle to win Olympic gold for any sport, but especially for track and field, gymnastics, wrestling, swimming, all these sports that are still treated with a definitely a touch of amateurism. Like there's a touch of like there's pride in like, oh yeah, we were one of the first sports. We're still kind of treated like amateurs, blue collar. But this right here, like how you were saying, even what Michael Johnson is doing, is one closer step to kind of getting out of that bubble of being amateurs and like being professionals 365, and not having to settle for less just because, yeah, it's the honor for a sport. But it's like, nah, I'm the greatest to ever do this. I should be honored correctly for what I'm doing. So that would be interesting. That's an interesting take, Aaron.
I mean, I think I saw, man, what's the homie Fizz done? He be posting. We gotta bring him on the podcast at some point, but he got some more intel on it. I'm trying to find this post. I can't find it right now, but I think that, hey, MJ, you putting pressure on these boys. I really think you putting pressure on them. Like, keep applying. You know,
There you go. There you go. And before we get out of here, Aaron, uh, some crazy things happened performance wise these past weekends. Like we can talk for another 30 minutes really about everything that happened running wise, performances, but we ain't got that much time left. First off, though, I want to go to Mykolas Alekna from Lithuania. This dude is now the GOAT of the discus. Like he's only 21 years old. He finished third place at the World Championships last year in the discus in Lithuania. He just threw 74 meters, 74.35 meters. He's the son of the former GOAT of the discus. I don't know how to pronounce his dad's name, Veroljas Alekna. He was the third farthest thrower of all time, but his son, Milikos, this dude is beast. 74.35 meters. Best discus throw ever. Did this put your eyes more on the discus this year at the Olympics?
I mean, it'll be interesting. I saw the video. I was like, where is this at? Where is this track meet at? You know what I'm saying? But 21 years old, maybe another Mondo, like Ryan Krauser type of field event athlete. Um, so definitely gonna be someone that should be highlighted. I'll be paying attention a little bit more. I can't say I follow discus like super heavy like that, but Mykolas, I
Mykolos.
I hope to see you at a pro meet soon.
He's actually now he about to be at Mount Sac.
Still figuring that out though, but might have to pull up. We may pull up on you. Maybe have to pull up on you, man.
I'm just
Get
saying,
that
though, that's
interview.
crazy. I'm pretty sure he still goes to Cal. That meet actually was like I was reading up on it on the City Smack article. It's called Throwtown, like in Oklahoma, and has a
Oh, that's
super
cool.
like big wind tunnel, I believe. And that's why they always get like super far
Mm.
throws there. So it was crazy. All right, before we get out of here though, Aaron, I made a running report today and that came out. And I was asking who out of these three athletes have the best chance to go to NCAA. So we have Colin Salmon, Michaela Rose, and Parker Valby. They all did amazing things this past weekend. Colin Salmon ran a 3:33.96, number two all time in NCAA history. Michaela Rose ran a 1:58.37, second woman ever to go under 159 in the 800-meter NCAA history, only behind a thing Mo. And then Parker Valby, she ran 30:50, first woman in NCAA history to go under 31 minutes in the 10K. She ran 15:30 the first 5K and negative split it for 15:20. She's the 11th fastest American of all time. I'm curious from you, Aaron. Out of these three, who is most likely to make the Olympics? That's going to be hard for all three of them. They may not all make it. They're all going to be competitive. But out of those three, who do you feel like is most likely to make the Olympics?
I'm gonna say Mykolas.
Really?
I think Mykolas Rose is the most likely. It's just 158 early. It's like you have to hold that, right? That's the toughest thing. But you know, I'm just going. And then she ran 4:14 right after. It's gonna like when I think about Parker Valby, it's like, man, like she still got to run another. She still got to run 2 more 10Ks. She got to run a 10K at NCAA's. She got to run a 10K. I mean, if she's gonna run at NCAA's, hopefully
she doesn't have
she is.
to. She doesn't have to. She can just do the 5.
She doesn't. I hope she doesn't. If that's the one that she wants to go for, because that's just a lot, on your body. Hopefully, maybe this is just preparing her. But then it's like she's gonna go down to the 5K. So then we gotta look at the Wayne Pilates. We haven't seen Elise do anything crazy this yet, but you have Elise and
you have Carissa Schweizer, Ellie Hennis, Rachel Smith, Natasha Rogers.
Alicia Munson is out. Ooh, maybe Parker got a good chance. I don't know. Now I'm like, shoot. Maybe it will be Parker. I don't know. But I'm gonna say Mykolas. Colin Salmon in that 15. He has a good shot for sure, but like that's one of the toughest teams. Yard, Cole, and who's third right now? Hobbs.
Hobbs. I don't think he can crack that.
That's tough. But Mykolas, I mean, I think it's a thing, and then it's up in the air.
Nia Akins? No.
I think there's a lot of different ways it can go. It could be a thing, Raven, Nia, a thing, Julie. There's Juliet, Mykolas. Who am I? Ajay. Allie Wilson.
Kay Grace if she comes back.
Kay Grace. Olivia Baker. Like, there's just
Addie Wiley.
And Addie Wiley, yeah, like, and I guess that I'm saying that you can just argue against me and be like, yeah, like you're naming like a bunch of people, but I don't know. I feel like she can beat a lot of those people, but I think it's between Parker and Mykolas. Now that we've walked through the people racing, I think both of them have a way better shot than Colin, in my opinion. But shoot, I mean, Colin could still 3:33 is fast. He could still run faster too. So it's just like who's going. It's a battle of attrition for them. Because they're going to have to, Mykolas going to have to go to NCAA's and she's going to run 3 rounds of 800s. And then she's going to go into this. But they got practice last year. She's obviously working on her strength, running a 1500 right after that. So, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting.
That's why I was like, I have to make the video because it really does make everything so much more interesting in those events, especially. I feel like Parker has the easiest because I don't think she's gonna have to try too hard hopefully she doesn't run the 10K at NCAA's if she's trying to really make that team. But like, I feel like she doesn't really have to try that hard. She's so much levels above everybody that it's kind of crazy. But before we get out of here, Aaron, I want to tell you one other thing, which I think is the crazy stat. So NAU holds 2 out of the 5 distance NCAA records now. 2 out of 5 NCAA records. They can hold 3 of the 5 NCAA distance records now. I'm talking about Nico Young and Abdihamid Nur have the 5K and the 10K record. If Colin Salmon breaks Elliot Kipsang's 1,500-meter record, NAU will hold the 1,500-meter record, the 5,000-meter record, and the 10,000-meter record. And it's crazy that we're saying this. And remember, like 2 years ago, I was always saying, like, bro, Mike Smith, you got to do it on the track. You got to make this happen on the track. In the past, 2 years, bro, he has made it happen on the track. Not just for the college, but especially on the pro level too. But it's showing on the pros with these guys. And like if NAU can get 3 NCAA records, there's one other team I think that has the only other team that has 3 NCAA records is USC with Ry Benjamin, Michael Norman, and then Blas's Kiss and the hammer throw from 1995. If they
Wow.
can get these like
Those are
Abdi
all recent
Abedinger,
though, too, for NAU. They're all recent.
yeah, that's all from like the same. Almost Abdi Hamid was Abdi Hamid there his senior year?
With Colin?
No,
No,
no.
he was gone already.
Yeah, but just missed Colin Salmon. That's crazy. Like that's why Mike Smith, I think, may go down as the greatest NCAA. I think he's already the GOAT, in my opinion, to be honest.
We need to see it on the women's side next, Mike. That's what we need next. Can we just see it? Y'all almost won this year in cross. Go get your title. And we need to see, we need that star. They got it. I mean,
It's Gary
homegirl,
Beluga, bro.
she nice. But then once we see it on the women's side too,
Yeah,
it's crazy. Very
I'm pretty
impressive.
sure he cooking it up. He cooking it up. But appreciate y'all listening. Sorry for the day late pod, but we got a great podcast for y'all coming next Tuesday and the Tuesday after that. Some great interviews, some great people to talk to, and shoot, we going in strong into this track season. Anything else, Aaron?
Track is back, man. A lot of big things. A lot of big things coming up. So just stay tuned. Appreciate all the support recently. We've been trying to push out the content. Arcadia went really well. So I'm glad I've heard a lot of comments about just like the content that was put out. A lot of people liked that. So I think you're gonna like the next couple of interviews we have coming up, like especially the one we have next week. Like make sure you tap in. It's gonna be a lot of free game, a lot of learnings. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for y'all to listen to that.
All right, see y'all next week. Let's get it.